Today I was scrolling through YouTube and I stumbled across this video here. 1 minute scalping strategy makes $100 per hour. And this video gave me an idea. And the idea was to live test this trading strategy. Now, I'm not doing this video to promote this strategy. I am not the type of trader that likes to use indicator-based strategies, and I'm also not doing this video to try and debunk this strategy or to disprove its effectiveness. I just thought it'd be a cool idea for a video. I set up my chart to look exactly like his did, and now over the course of the next few days, maybe the next week, I will take 100 trades with this strategy. There is this candle indicator, which is actually an overlay of the candles. I have the regular candles hidden, so that is an indicator in itself. There is also this buy-sell indicator, and there is this oscillator thing. For longs, the candle must be above the white line and must be green. The buy indication must be flashing, and the oscillator line must be green. And for shorts, it's the opposite. And the idea behind the strategy is you enter as soon as either one of these criteria are met, and you're supposed to close the trade once those criteria are no longer met. I've made this account, and I have $100 of margin to trade with. And my plan is to risk 1% for every trade I take. Now, the invalidation for the trade, technically I am setting a stop loss below the line after I enter, and I am also going to use the last swing point before we cross the line as sort of the place where I put my stop loss. Even though with this strategy your stop loss shouldn't get hit because you are exiting this trade once the criteria is no longer met. So really the invalidation is only there to calculate my position size. So I will base the size of my trade off of the size of my stop loss. Once the colors of the candle change and they close as the opposite color, I will exit the trade. So with this long, I closed it once the candle closed red. And I will be documenting the progress of this with this Google Docs sheet. So this was actually my first loss. I got all my criteria met right here once the oscillator line turned red. So I entered here and then we closed some candles green. So I had to exit it at a loss. This was a 29-cent loss. So I will put that in there. But anyways, that's enough talking. Let's get into this 1 minute scalping using Carl from the Moon strategy. We just had all of our criteria met. Now the way I'm going to determine my position size is I'm going to use this little calculation trick. So I want to risk 1% of $106, so that is 1.06. And the way I determine position size is by dividing that number by the price move in order to get to my stop loss. So if price were to get to my stop loss, Bitcoin would go down $16.50. So I'm going to divide my desired risk amount by 16.5, and that is going to give me 0.064. Now this is the amount of the asset that I want to put on my trade. So since I'm trading Bitcoin, it would be 0.064 Bitcoin. Now you can go over to your slider here and it will display right below it the amount that your order is worth. Now it doesn't matter what your leverage is. It literally doesn't make a difference because this is the total worth of your order. So this is going to be your margin that you're putting on your trade, which in this case is $35, times your leverage, which is 50, and that will get this order amount. Now it actually seems like we're getting a sell signal here, so I don't think I'm going to enter this trade, but it looks like we may get a short trade here, so I'll go ahead and pre-plan a position. And I'd say the criteria for this is met, so I'll go ahead and open this position. Okay, looks like we are closing this trade out at a loss here. A cool little 1% loss. And we immediately got buy confirmations. Let me make sure they're still there. Yup. Go ahead and enter this trade. So I'm entering every time I see the confirmations met. That is how I will keep the integrity of this experiment. And we are now going long. Let's see how this goes. Okay, we got a red candle and it did not confirm yet, but I'm going to exit this trade because it is dumping down towards my stop loss. So another loss for the books. I'll mark that in. I know I'm using MEXC. It's a little unfair because it has the lowest fees by far. You know, I can mark it in and mark it out of these positions without having to worry about fees really. So, you know, if you're doing this on any other exchange, you're going to be spending a lot more in fees than I am. So that is something to keep in mind. And now we are flip-flopping again. We have sell confirmations here. So I click the button. We're going with 0.04 Bitcoin. We'll go a little over, why not? And short that. Alright, so just got the close confirmation, and this is very weird. The bars for this indicator are very inaccurate to what actual price is. You can see this is where the bar is right now, but this is where actual price is. So yeah, that's a little strange, but I'll go ahead and close this one out since we got the close confirmations. So yeah, in order to save time, I'll probably record the next few trades and time lapse them, so you know you don't have to listen to me talk every time I take a trade. So I got 11 trades done so far, and things got a little rocky there for a little bit. We started taking some losses, and right now, you know, my account is still in profit for the day, but not as much as we were when I started recording this video, and I had these 2 wins in the books. And, you know, that bar thing, the fact that the bars aren't accurate to price, so price can move a lot and the bar might not change color. So a lot of the trades that I closed out were pretty much at my stop loss, even though the bar was nowhere near it. So that is something interesting with this. So now I'm going to take the rest of the trades up to 25 off camera. Yeah, I'll check back in once I have 25 trades done. It is Saturday the 19th. I've taken a little more than 25 trades total so far. I can show you how my account is doing, and right now it is hurting a little bit. We're at $91.867. So the strategy has not been working out too well, if I'm going to be honest. So this is where I stopped recording yesterday, and so all of these trades were off of camera. And yeah, I'll just kind of scroll through and show you all of those. Here's where I woke up this morning, or at least started trading. And yeah, I mean, you can see a lot of flip-flopping. And I get it's a 1 minute time frame, it's a 1 minute strategy, but so far my impression of this strategy is, you know, there's just way too much flip-flopping for me to want to use something like this long term. From the beginning of this experiment, I'm down about $8 and 14 cents. So yeah, 32 trades in, and we are down. Let's see if we can turn it around. Alright, so it is Monday. I have now taken over 50 trades, and I want to go through the stats for the first 50 trades, and then I'm going to switch up the criteria for the strategy for the next 50 trades. I'm going to change things up a little bit because, you know, it is not working out too well. Overall, for the first 50 trades, I am down 16.73%. I have lost $16.36, and I had 13 wins with 37 losses. if your wins are larger than your losses, then you can have a profitable strategy even with lower than a 50% win rate. Now, that is not the case with this strategy. And I found that a lot of times, by the time I get my entry criteria, price is already pumped, and I can't really notice it because the bars are off. And then by the time I get my exit confirmations, price is already dumped, and I'm already down a bunch. So, yeah, just going strictly off the confirmations is not going to work. But maybe we can fix this a little bit by implementing a very simple trade management strategy. By that, I mean I'm pretty much just going to take profits once I have some profits and then set my stop loss to entry. Maybe once I hit a 1-to-1 risk reward, I'll close half the trade and then put my stop loss to entry. And then from there, if I see exit confirmation, instead of just closing the trade out, I will probably just take profit there. That's how I plan on managing the second half of this experiment, because I want to see if I can make this into a profitable strategy. I kind of already got the gist of this strategy, taking 50 trades with it. By the time you're marketing in and marketing out, you're going to be at a loss most of the time. So doing it that way, I don't think is going to work, but maybe we can make it work if we implement some trade management strategies. So I finally got a trade locked in. It is, 7 trades later? Well, actually, I took these few trades yesterday, but yeah, I took 4 trades, all being small losses, and I was finally able to hit a take profit on one of these trades. And it looks like I'm going to get stopped out at a very small win, maybe even a break even. But yeah, it is harder than I thought it was going to be to lock in profits with these trades. Alright, I've now taken 75 trades total, 25 trades with the strategy 2.0. And again, I have lost money using this strategy, but not as much as when I was not taking profits and when I was not locking in my winners. So we're at 78.47, and when we had taken 50 trades, my account was $83.64. So we're down about $5. And again, the story of this is basically taking a lot of small losses and a couple break evens because I did hit TP1 on a few of them. I did, lock in some decent profits with a few of these trades, but yeah, this last trade I had was a decent winner. I waited until I had 3-minute buy confirmations in my favor as well, so just kind of trying to stack the odds in my favor a little bit more. I think I'm going to use that strategy for the rest of this experiment. Let's see if we can, at least break even with 50 trades doing this. All right, I give up. I'm bored, so I don't want to keep doing this anymore. It is Thursday now. I've been, for the last few days, trying to only take the more confident trades, and I say more confident with heavy quotation marks. I don't know how confident these signals can be. Yeah, sure, some of them do produce good moves, but a lot of them do not. So yeah, I'm done. I've taken 93 trades so far. That's pretty close to 100, right? I don't think anyone's going to be mad that I didn't take 7 more trades. Because, really the best I can do, even trying to make this work using trade management and even adding some other things like market structure or looking at higher time frames, even trying to make this strategy work, the best I can really do is break even, have some winners and some losers. Right now my account is at $75. The last few trades have been losses because I've just gotten impatient. I don't really want to do this anymore, so I was just trying to get the 100 done. So in total, during this video, I've lost 25% of my account, and during the last bit of it, we were at 83.64. So since I've been doing trade management, I have maintained 89% of my account, 89% of $83, so I still lost 11%. From 50 trades onwards, we had 11 wins and 31 losses with 1 exact break even, so I'm just going to ignore that. So yeah, the strategy did not improve much, but we did lose less money. A lot of the losses were a lot smaller, so that is a positive. If you watched through this whole video, I really appreciate it. I tried to make this as watchable as possible. I edited down a lot and tried to make it fast paced, even though, you know, in real time as I'm trading this, it feels like it's been dragging out forever. I have, you know, some better ideas that I want to do with this account. I want to see how fast I can grow a small account, so I'm probably going to start at like 100 again and see how fast I can grow it, you know, taking trades like I normally would. So that's going to be the next series. If you stuck around, then you get the announcement now. And now I can finally delete these indicators off of my chart and never put them back on. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to sign up for Bybit using Carl from the Moon's referral link, and I will see you all in the next video.